1. Glassblowing. The art of shaping molten glass. Glassblowing is a mesmerizing craft where artists transform molten glass into intricate forms by blowing air through a hollow tube. At its core, this art relies on manipulating glass in its molten state, a glowing, honey-like material that behaves like a slow-moving liquid. The process demands precise control of breath, timing, and heat as the glass rapidly transitions from pliable to rigid. Artisans use centuries-old techniques to create everything from delicate ornaments to towering sculptures, making each piece a testament to human ingenuity and the interplay of fire and creativity.
2. Tools of the trade. Blowpipe, furnace, glory hole, annealing oven. The blowpipe is a glassblower's primary tool. A steel tube used to gather molten glass from the furnace, which roars at 2,150 degrees Fahrenheit. The furnace holds a pool of liquefied glass, while the glory hole, a secondary furnace at 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit, reheats the glass during shaping to keep it workable. After forming, pieces are placed in an annealing oven around 900 degrees Fahrenheit, where they cool slowly over hours or days. This trio of heat sources is critical. Without them, glass would shatter from thermal stress or become impossible to shape.
The process: gathering, blowing, shaping. First, the artist gathers molten glass by dipping the blowpipe into the furnace and rotating it to collect a glowing gather. They blow through the pipe, creating a bubble that becomes the foundation of the piece. Using tools like the marver, a flat steel table for rolling, blocks, wooden molds to shape the bubble, and jacks, tweezers for pinching and pulling, the glassblower refines the form. Each step is a race against time, as the glass cools and hardens in seconds.
4. Adding color. Granules and layering. Color is introduced by rolling the molten glass in crushed colored granules or by layering sheets of colored glass. For example, a clear gather might be dipped into cobalt blue frit granules to create a speckled effect, or wrapped in a pre-made cane of striped glass for patterns. Advanced techniques involve trapping colored layers between clear glass, creating depth and luminosity. The heat of the glory hole fuses these layers seamlessly.
5. Annealing. The science of cooling. Annealing is the unsung hero of glassblowing. After shaping, the piece is transferred to the annealing oven, where it cools from 900 degrees Fahrenheit to room temperature over hours. This gradual cooling relieves internal stresses caused by uneven temperature changes. Skipping this step risks catastrophic cracking, even days later. Modern ovens are digitally controlled, but the principle remains unchanged since antiquity. Patience ensures durability.
6. Historical roots. From Mesopotamia to Rome. Glassblowing was invented in the Middle East around 100 BCE, revolutionizing glass production. Early artisans discovered that inflating molten glass simplified vessel making compared to older methods like core forming. The Roman Empire adopted it by the 1st century CE, mass-producing cups, bottles, and windows. This innovation spread glassware across Europe and Asia, turning it from a luxury item into everyday material.
7. Modern applications. Artistry meets function. Today, glassblowing straddles art and utility. Studios produce everything from avant-garde sculptures to practical drinkware. Techniques like lampworking, using torches for detail, and cold working, grinding finished pieces, expand creative possibilities. Functional glass includes lab beakers, architectural panels, and even fiber optics, proving the craft's adaptability to both beauty and science.
8. Scientific glassblowing. Precision under flame. Scientific glassblowers are the unsung engineers of research labs. Using borosilicate glass, famous for its heat resistance in brands like Pyrex, they craft custom apparatus like distillation columns, vacuum tubes, and reactor vessels. Torches replace furnaces here, allowing microscale precision. A single flawed joint can ruin an experiment, so these artisans blend chemistry knowledge with manual dexterity. 9. The challenge: speed, skill, and temperature. Glassblowing is a high-stakes dance. The artist must work swiftly as the glass cools, reheating it dozens of times. A second too long in the glory hole can collapse a thin vase, A weak breath might fail to inflate a bowl. Masters read the glass's viscosity by its glow and movement, adjusting their rhythm to its needs, a skill honed over decades.
10. The dance. Why glass blowing captivates. Glass blowing is often called a dance because of its fluid, rhythmic motions. The artist pivots between the furnace, bench, and tools in a choreography perfected over years. When done well, the result feels alive, a frozen moment of liquid fire. This dynamic process, where mistakes are often irreversible, makes every successful piece a triumph of human skill over mercurial material. Each segment balances technical detail with engaging storytelling, ensuring clarity and listener interest.